joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness. Oh, my soul is a fire that illuminates truth to power, wisdom to navigate. My feet are sure in the rising flood. Steady my gaze, dance in the mud, yeah. Love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness. Oh, name what you feel, breathe it out. Resilience and truth, releasing self-doubt. Rooted deep down, rising up tall. Get back up again whenever we fall. Yeah, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness. Ooh. Even when they try to shut our mouths closed, you and me, we are free down to our bones. In the face of violence, we stand for life, grounded in great love that liberates us all. Are you ready? Even though it's heavy, are you ready to rise? Ready to rise, ready to shine. Oh, let me be a channel of goodness. Oh, let me be, let me be, let me be. Darker the night, the brighter the stars. Glow onward in hope, light gleams from your scars. The brave, tender heart is the wisest of all. Can you feel it beat? Can you hear it call? Yeah, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness, yeah. Oh, love, joy, peace, togetherness. Let me be a channel of goodness. Let me be a channel of goodness. Courage in the face of injustice, yeah. Let me be a channel of goodness. Courage in the face of injustice. Let me be a channel of goodness. Yes. Hello, everyone. This is First Saturdays Live. This is a Soul Song Saturday show with yours truly. I'm Heather Lynn. That was my song, Channel of Goodness. I also call it my Soul Force song. It was inspired by Gandhi and his teachings. I was preparing a yoga class one day around that idea of embodying that soul force instead of the powers of dominance, the powers of love, the powers of peace, the powers of togetherness. And that chorus came through, and then I wrote the verses, and I just love that song. I hope to record it one day. You might help with that if you want to, but right now, we are so excited to be back with you. It's been a minute. We do these First Saturday Live shows, and Last month, we did like a concert of peace songs. I didn't get all my peace songs in, so I have more songs of peace and freedom for you today. I have a brand new song I'm debuting for the first time. Only patrons and like a handful of people in my world have heard it before, so I'm excited to share that with you and the story behind it. I would love to check in with the chat, so if you are here and you haven't yet said hello, please say hello so that I know that you're here with me as we practice presence together today. You can sing along where you are. You can invite others to join you in the chat. That's a really fun thing about live streaming. I know live streaming got super popular during COVID, and then maybe it's not as popular. Maybe we don't want to be spending as much time with our screens, but 1 hour a month to invite friends and family across the country and around the world to come together in a virtual space is pretty cool, I think. So I would love to know that you're here. Please say hi, whether you're on YouTube or Facebook. I'm actually trying to find the live stream on Facebook. Is it live on Facebook or is it just on YouTube today, Jason? It is. Okay, I found it. I found it. Okay, and it looks like I don't see a comment from Doug, but I see that you said hi. So Doug is here. Always a pleasure to have you, Doug. Thank you for your presence, your support in so many ways. And y'all, please, at any time, if you're watching live or playing back, please feel free to share this with others. It is always so good to be together. Soul Song Saturday show includes 6 songs and 6 practices of presence, and our first one is simply an invocation of presence where we light a few candles together and breathe. I simply invite you to breathe a little more deeply, taking a moment to notice that we are being breathed. So if you would like to, gather a few candles or whatever makes this feel like a ritual, a little more meaningful to you, you're welcome to do that. Sometimes it's just so great to light a candle. I do it pretty much every morning and evening. I light candles at my desk, which has a little space that's kind of like an altar, and I invite Source, Spirit. Not that they need to be invited. I think they're just like always hanging around, right? Like we're infused with the breath of life. We're infused with Source. But when we invoke, we open our hearts to be present and aware that this universal presence interconnects us. This universal presence, this animating force of life is breathing us, which I think that is an ordinary miracle in and of itself. So, lighting this first candle, we allow our awareness to be open to this beautiful gift of life, to presence itself. And I invite you to just simply become aware of your breath at this time. If you're in a space to do so, please don't close your eyes if you're driving, but if you're in a safe place to close your eyes or soften your gaze, and take a moment, maybe put a hand on your belly, maybe on your heart, and simply notice this gift of life breathing you. This gift of life, you didn't have to do anything to get or receive. It's just given to you freely, abundantly. You didn't have to earn it. It's not transactional. It is simply your gift of life. And of course, what we do with our lives, with presence, with intention, how we show up, is our gift back to this life, to this existence, to others with whom we share it at this time and place in history. Breathing in and breathing out, maybe allowing a sense of gratitude to come over you. And now lighting this second candle, calling in our guides and guardians and loved ones on our hearts and minds today. So if you believe in spirit guides, this is a moment to welcome their presence, to thank them for their guidance and guardianship. If you believe in guardian angels, helping elementals, whatever's in your cosmology, maybe a particular divine entity or deity that you'd like to call in to your space. And this also can be for those who've gone before us, ancestors, kind-hearted ones who are with us in our very DNA, breathing in gratitude for them. And this can also be for anyone on our hearts and minds on this physical plane as well, who we want to lift up in our hearts today, maybe send them some love and compassion on our breath. I'm lifting up my mom today. She's on my heart. She recently went through some really big stuff, and I'm just thinking of her, holding her in my heart right now in this time. Grateful she's here with me and just with us. So please feel free to name anyone you would like in the chat, and we can lift them up together. Or if you simply want to share like an emoji that represents them and their energy or their personality, I think that all of that's really cool. And just a simple act of presence and love and mindfulness for our dear ones, near and far. Lighting this third candle. This, my friends, is for you and for me. And so we get to take a moment to deepen our breath and hold a little space for simply where we are, the reality of what's going on with us, how we feel today, the quality of our thoughts, taking a moment to notice. Let's take a deep breath in through the nostrils and see the breath fill the skull and draw our awareness to the space between our ears and what's happening there. If the thoughts are turbulent, if the thoughts are peaceful and calm, taking a step back, practicing being a compassionate witness. None of your thoughts are to be judged. They're simply to be witnessed. And then you can sort of, as you step back as a compassionate witness, you can decide if you'd like some of those thoughts to move along and be on their way, just pass through like clouds in the sky. Or if you'd like to jot some down and contemplate further at another time. Breathing in. And if there's any thought you'd like to release or exhale, go ahead and do that, letting go of something on that exhale. And now breathing into the heart space, noticing the quality of our feelings, our emotions, and again, being a compassionate witness, maybe remembering that emotion is energy in motion, and those can simply move through. We can move them through if you need to like shake out your limbs or swing side to side or just kind of walk things out. Let that energy move through you. Or maybe you'd like to breathe in to nurture an emotion. My hope for this time together is that we will nurture and foster courage within ourselves, courage within our hearts, and so that we can be about freedom and peace in this world, in this time. And then holding a little space for our bodies. So inviting you to do a simple body scan as you breathe in, maybe set your feet firmly on the floor, whether you're seated or standing. On your inhale, maybe lift your toes, and on your exhale, setting them back down, maybe rocking side to side and back and forth to notice your feet. And as you inhale next time, breathe up through the soles of your feet, see your breath come up through your legs, noticing what's going on with your body as you breathe up through your hips and fill your torso, up through your fingers and your arms, your shoulders, your collarbones, up to the tippy top of your head, beaming the crown of your head towards the sky. And as you exhale, soften and release. Let the breath go back down through the body, through the legs, into the earth, through your feet. And see your roots go down as you ground into the earth. And as you breathe in again, feel spirit of love rising up, filling your body all the way up to the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, releasing whatever you need to release, releasing tension down through the body. Maybe giving yourself a little extra love and care at some place in your body. Yes. Breathing in and breathing out, holding space for you today. Breathing in peace. and releasing whatever might stand in the way of your personal freedom and peace. Breathing in compassion for your mind, your heart, and your body. And breathing out compassion for those in your life. Breathing in compassion for your entire being, heart, mind, and soul. And breathing out compassion for this world around us, for all who are suffering. Breathing in peace for your body, your mind, your heart. And on your exhale, sending out peace to this world around us. This song is Be at Peace. Words were written by my friend Steve Bassett and the music by me. The chorus is really simple. You're very welcome to sing along, hum along, or continue to breathe in these intentions of peace. Peace with yourself, be at peace with each other, be at peace. Love the ones always there for you, the ones who tend and care for you, who let their yeah be yeah for you. Oh, and love the ones who just can't figure you, the ones who somehow trigger you. Be the better, bigger you. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Love the ones always lifting you, the ones whose tides don't shift from you, who let their light come shining through. Oh, and love the ones who poke and pressure you, the ones who never treasure you. Be the love no measure you. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Love and resistance, peace and persistence. This is how we break the silence. This is how we slay the giants, together in the trenches, tearing down the fences. Beautiful and brilliant, redemption in resilience. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. Be at peace with yourself. Be at peace with each other. Be at peace. peace with each other. Be at peace. 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 Be at Peace, written by my friend Steve Bassett, and music by myself. Steve is the founder of the 9 Beats Collective, and he will be back in the United States from the UK in May. We're so looking forward to his visit, and I'm sure you'll be hearing from us. We're still working on what we're going to get up to, but it's going to be good stuff. I love that song. Another one not yet recorded, hoping to figure out that it's on its way. Jason says, yes. Jason's like, we don't need to figure it out. It's on its way. It's going to happen. The universe is figuring it out.
Everybody else is figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
You just need to write the music. That's it.
And Jason is saying, I just need to write the music. That's my job. That's my part. And others will figure out how I get to record it. Mm-hmm. Woke up with a sore throat today, so a little bit of a, but here we are checking in with the chat. My friends, please, I love to hear your thoughts. I love to hang with you. I love to know you're here when we're live. So I see Doug is saying peace starts within. I couldn't agree more. It really does. I see a lot of people seeking to be about peace in the world, but kind of going about it in like an aggressive way. Assertiveness is very important, but aggression doesn't always work. That tends to kind of backfire, you know? So peace begins within, indeed. And peace also absolutely includes calling out injustice. Peace includes speaking truth to power, you know, as the first song, Soul Force, the Channel of Goodness song, the first line of the first verse is, my soul is a fire that illuminates truth to power, wisdom to navigate. And that's really critical. A lot of times peacemakers are called divisive, ironically, because we know that we must speak about the injustices and inequities that create an environment that lacks peace. We must have equality and justice to have freedom and peace. It's ironic, isn't it, how there are some messages of propaganda that are telling us, well, we need this. We need war for peace. We need war for safety. We need to do this violence and destruction to create safety. And it's absurd. It's absolutely ridiculous because destruction and violence never create peace. War never creates peace. Yeah. So our next practice of presence is to do with stories. It's my practice of story dwelling that I invite you into if it resonates with you. I define story dwelling as cultivating courageous, compassionate curiosity for ourselves and for one another, recognizing the shaping nature of narrative. And it's important to listen to one another's stories, right? That's a practice of empathy. It can even help us out to create understanding for how others interpret their experience of this existence, learning how they grew up, learning what their lives are like. And sometimes we have to go where the story is being lived to really understand, right, the reality. And I'm someone who doesn't really like to take sides per se. Like, I'm on the side of humanity. I'm on the side of justice. And so sometimes that does look like taking sides, but really it's about taking the side of truth and reality and justice and peace. And when some of us aren't free, none of us are free. When justice is threatened anywhere, it's threatened everywhere. And so really advocating for a certain people group's freedom, for their justice, for equality, that is advocating for freedom for all of us. Because our destiny, our freedom, our peace is inextricably bound together. So to learn the truth about what is happening in our world, I accepted an invitation to Palestine about 2 years ago. And I went to the West Bank and I heard the stories of the people there, and I met wonderful people whose story has been told by people who want to malign their character. A lot of mistruths have been told about the Palestinian people. They have been scapegoated, they have been undermined, they've been underserved. And their freedom, their dignity, their humanity is just as important as anyone else's. And it's so key for us to hear those stories. So I went to find out the truth and the reality, and I finally have written a song born from that experience. And I wanted to share with you a little bit about what these lyrics mean. In a way, the song is really simple. And in a lot of ways, it might sound like it is a song of freedom for really any of us, because it is a song of freedom for any of us. So I want to, before I dive into these song lyrics and kind of give you some background for them, I want to just check back in with the chat. And I'm noting that I'm not really seeing many comments. I think there's more comments maybe showing up on your screen, Jason, than on my live chat here. I'm looking at the live stream on YouTube and Facebook, and I see you saying hi to people, but I don't see their comments.
So I'm seeing 3 on the vertical of YouTube, I'm seeing 3 on the horizontal of YouTube, and I'm seeing 2 on the horizontal.
Well, can you tell me who they are, though? Because I want to say hi to them.
We got Paul.
So Paul is here. Okay, so I am happy to see Paul here. Always good to see you on YouTube. And then it looks like Dylan is here. Sierra Leone? Is he? Dylan from there? Sri Lanka. Oh, that's so cool. Love that you join us, Dylan. Okay, so this brand new song, patrons on patreon.com/HeatherLynnMusic got to hear a first listen to, my patrons get to hear first listens of all my new songs. So you all have heard it. Become a patron if you haven't yet. You can join for free just to keep in touch, or you can support this work that we're about here, this movement of hope, healing, and humanity. Okay, so my new song of freedom is called Friend or Foe. And part of why I named it Friend or Foe, part of why that made its way into the song, is because when I met the Palestinian people that I met, they were so open-hearted and so open-minded, and they were very clear about this system of apartheid and oppression that they experience. That is the system of Zionism. Zionism functionally, on the ground, acts as a system of Palestinian subjugation and Jewish supremacy, and a lot of Jews do not want this to be done in their name, and a lot of Israelis want equality. They're speaking also against this system of apartheid. And apartheid is not an insult. It's actually factually what's happening in the West Bank and in Gaza. And that means a separate set of laws for 2 different people groups. But my Palestinian friends would always talk about their conviction to live in peace with all their neighbors, whether Christian, Muslim, or Jew, or otherwise. And they recognize that other people are made out to be their foes, but they're not actually. It's the system that is what is against them, that's subjugating them. So I speak about the freedom to live their lives, the freedom to decide their fate, freedom from fear and doubt, but actually they are very brave. So I'm talking about freedom from other people's fear of them, freedom from other people being afraid of them and doubting their stories and their truth, freedom from that fear and doubt. And to freely move about, because they have all of these, there's the apartheid wall in Bethlehem, there's barricades, big gates that the IDF can close anytime, and Palestinians can be trapped in a space. Right now, with the war happening, Palestinians have not been let into the bomb shelters. Only Israelis are allowed in. But even with all of this, they stand in their dignity and their humanity, even though their dignity is assaulted day in and day out. At checkpoints, they're like checked in some nasty ways sometimes. But they still stand strong in love. They're simply asking for equality. And I find that in a lot of spaces that talk about human rights, people believe in universal human rights for every people group, but so often there seems to be this except for Palestinians. Palestinians don't get the same human rights and equal rights as we do. And so that's why in this song I say Palestine is no exception. When I say they're seeking freedom of equal rights and where water flows a right, that's because Palestinians get 10% the amount of water supply as illegal Israeli settlers in the West Bank. Freedom from violence and strife. They don't want the violence and strife that comes at them. It's usually the settlers. It was only the settlers that were carrying around big guns on their backs and instigating violence and actually physically stealing people, forcing people out of their actual homes and stealing them from them. And so they want freedom for peace in their home with their families. And I don't often use the word God in a song, but these are people they're people of faith. They're people, I met mostly Christian Palestinians, and there's this idea that all Palestinians or all Arabs are Muslim, and the Muslim faith is a good and beautiful faith as well. I happened to meet mostly Christian Palestinians, and they are seeking to live what they consider God's design, living with goodness and kindness. So they are seeking to tear down divisions, while it is the oppressor who is creating all this divisive propaganda. It is the oppressive system. It is Zionism who's creating the divisions of walls and gates and enclosures. So this is my song that right now I'm calling Friend or Foe. Could just call it Freedom, but I think there's a lot of songs called Freedom. So I hope that it speaks to you and touches your heart. And again, it's available only for my paying subscribers on patreon.com/HeatherLynMusic, or you could play this back and share it with others if you think they need to hear it. Thank you for listening. I'm just going to take a sip of tea. Oh, I dropped my guitar pick in my tea. That is hilarious. Hopefully my guitar pick wasn't too dirty. I'm seeking freedom, freedom to live my life. Oh, freedom, my fate to decide. Freedom from fear and doubt, and just to move about, standing in dignity. We are humanity. Oh, friend or foe, hear me now. We can rise above the wall. Friend or foe, come together. tear down divisions, dissolve all hate for freedom. I'm seeking freedom, freedom to speak my mind. Oh, freedom from all this violence and strife, freedom for peace in my home with my family. We stand in our dignity. We are humanity. Let us be strong in love, all of us equal, no one below or above. Palestine, no exception, rooted in liberation, rise in recovery from this devastation. Oh, freedom, I'm seeking freedom, freedom of equal rights. Oh, freedom where water flows right, freedom to live God's design. We are good and kind. We stand in our dignity. We are humanity. Oh, friend or foe, hear me now. We can rise above the wall. Friend or foe, come together, make our world a better place. Tear down divisions, dissolve all hate. Let us be strong in love, all of us equal, no one below or above. Palestine, no exception, rooted in liberation, rise in recovery from this devastation. Oh, freedom, oh, freedom, oh, freedom, freedom. In dedication to my friends who are seeking freedom, and they live that freedom from within so beautifully. It's powerful. They taught me so much, and it stays with me. I'm very grateful for that. I feel that because so much of their character has been questioned and so much of their humanity has been undermined, they have rooted more deeply, even more deeply, into who they are as people of goodness, people of peace. They know that they were made to be free. This next practice of presence is our musical apothecary segment. And it's usually a breath practice or a meditation song. Today we have my I Am song that I wrote in February. And we did a premiere on this with a talk Valentine's Day weekend. So if you want to check that out, that's available for you. There is this idea of I am that is across spiritual paths and mysticisms and faiths. This idea that we are interconnected for better or for worse, that we are a part of the universe, we are a part of Source, we are a facet and an expression of that source of the universe, of spirit, however you want to say it. And when we are seeking to embody good things, or when we're seeking to experience more good things in our lives, like love or peace or freedom, we get to claim that we are that, because we are an expression of the universe, and these are all a part of the whole. So you're welcome to sing along. This is a call and response song. I might at first hum where you could sing a response part if you want to, and then I might just sing the call part. So one thing you could do for this song is add your own word as you breathe in and breathe out. Maybe there's one word that arises that you would like to live, that you would like to embody. And if you put that word in the chat, I might see it, or Jason might need to tell me what you've written, but I could spontaneously add a verse with your words. So it'd be really cool if we had 4 words that are not already in what I sing. We'll add yours. I think that could be pretty cool. All right. Here is I am. I am love. I am peace. Jason, do we have any words? Okay, I'm gonna make up some that kind of go with today's theme. I am free. I am brave. I am. Ooh, I am Awesome. Again, we did a premiere on that, released at this very same YouTube channel, at Live with Heather Lynn. That was the Valentine's Day premiere this year. And I've been singing that song around, also shared a beautiful testimonial with my patrons about a spontaneous occasion where it was just the right medicine song for a certain experience, and someone shared so beautifully how it touched them, and I'm so grateful for that. And so if you'd like to be a part of this movement of medicine songs, please join our patreon.com/HeatherLynnMusic. We really appreciate your support. These live streams, First Saturday Lives, are a gift to you, but if you'd like to be a part of making it possible, join at Patreon. I love what Doug is sharing here. I am the me that I see. I am the me that I want to be. Nice, Doug. That's cool. That's right. We are who we believe ourselves to be, and that's part of the story dwelling work, right? Like some of us need to kind of change that inner narrative about who we are. Some of us need to look in the mirror and like say that we're like claim our own beauty. That's a song. I'm going to write a song about that at some point. All right. Yes. So our fifth practice of presence, my friends, for Soul Song Saturday is being attentive to our gratitudes as well as our griefs, because gratitude is actually good for our health. Gratitude, I've got some pressure in my ears, so I'm just going to massage that while I talk to you about gratitude. I'm grateful I know ways to release pressure in my ears, because it definitely creates like this gnarly, muffled sound when I'm singing, so it's kind of weird and strange. But anyway, 17 seconds a day, science shows us. 17 seconds a day of feeling that deep appreciation, of genuine gratitude for our life, for gifts we receive and are available to us, maybe even gratitude for things we haven't materialized or seen or manifested yet, but trusting they're on their way because they're good. But then, of course, gratitude has sometimes been weaponized and used to spiritually bypass what hurts and what aches and what's painful and grievous about life. And there is plenty to grieve in our world. So I always like to create space where if you would like to share in the chat anything you're grateful for, we can celebrate that together in this time. Or if there's anything that you're personally grieving or collectively grieving, let's lift that up together as well in our hearts. And I decided to share my thanks song because it couldn't be more fitting for this practice, and I think it's been a while since I've sung it live for you. So my song, Thanks, it's another unrecorded song, but it's on my Heather Lynn Music YouTube channel. And we did a premiere about this song as well on this YouTube channel at Live with Heather Lynn, and it is also on the Insight Timer app under Heather Lynn Music Wellbeing. All right, please do share your gratitudes or your griefs or both in the chat. And you're welcome to sing along, share this video. Giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks for the wisdom of the earth that lives within my very bones, for this body that gives my soul a home, the sacred gift of life cherished and free, and all beyond the material mysteries I can barely perceive. Giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks. For the strength within this heart to face whatever comes my way, for the brand new start in each moment today, the joy of togetherness, tender love, friendship, voices sing in harmony, glasses raised, yeah, hats we tip, giving our thanks, 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 giving our thanks. For the miracles and magic manifest in the mundane, for rewilding every part of me that had been tamed, for rising like a phoenix after certain end, and the smile of a stranger who is just a friend I've never met. Giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks, giving my thanks. For buried seeds deep in dark earth, blooming up, bright color burst, for laughter and freedom to dance like it's a first, for bountiful beauty in flowers of the ground, and for gracious gifts I'm seeking, seeking me until I'm found, yeah, for gracious gifts we're seeking, seeking us until we're found, giving our thanks, 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 giving our thanks. Living our love, living our love, living our love, living our love. Awesome. I am so thankful for each and every one of you here on this live stream. So thankful for your presence. So thankful for those of you who are watching the playback. I want to hear from you as well. I want to hear your gratitudes, your griefs. I want to hear what's on your heart and mind today. Thank you again to our Patreon community. You keep us going. You fuel this movement of music with a message. You fuel this movement of hope, healing, and humanity. That is what this artistry is about. So often in this world, artistry is not funded well, but you stand up and you say, I know this matters and I'm going to make it keep going. So we so appreciate our patrons. Consider joining if you haven't yet. Just $5 a month goes a long way. We're very resourceful and very regenerative, and we appreciate you so much.
Or they can just simply add their email and join a community.
Yes, Jason wants me to also remember to say that you can join Patreon completely for free. Just add your email so that you can stay in touch. I do a lot of updates. Some of them are exclusively for subscribers, and some are for everybody who's connected there. So we would love for you to be a part of it in whatever way you feel called, moved, and able. We know what it's like to to also not be able to support things that we want to support. So we find ways to do that without money as well. Sharing this video is one way to support, and that doesn't cost anything. You can share that on your profiles or send the link directly to someone. Liking, subscribing, all that jazz is good stuff. There's been a lot going on. We had to pause premieres this month because there's just been a lot on our plates. I've just completed a song commission. I'm wrapping that up this week. Jason and I recorded some songs for a kids' summer program that they're learning about joy and practicing joy and peace and how that is when everybody belongs, when everyone is included. So I love that I got to be a part of that and share my songwriting skills in that way. We also have a couple of shows coming up. One is in Ramona, California, which is about an hour northeast of us here in San Diego. That's happening at the Ramona Arts Center. On April 19th, that's a Sunday evening, and then we have something happening right here in San Diego at St. David's Episcopal the first Saturday in May, that is part of a garden tour here in San Diego, so that's kind of cool. And then there's other things that I'm working on, like I have a music medicine journey concert experience and have brought together some strings players, some really remarkable women who play strings and violin and cello. And so we're working our way towards creating that, but taking our time intentionally. You know, Jason and I can produce shows all day, but we have been working a little bit more intentionally to connect with the community, to make sure they understand what we're offering. So that is in the works. I can't wait to share more about that. And I'm about to share with you an anti-war song. And it's another song that's yet unrecorded, so I'm just putting it out there. I feel like it is time to record some of these songs. I'm not personally ready to take on a big campaign to, a big recording an album campaign, but I know that it's time to start just trusting that that is on the way. And I'm just naming that in the universe, that it is time to... It's got my order. Jason says the universe has got my order.
Others need to hear of your order. Mm-hmm. But
yeah, just sharing it out loud so that other people know. All right. Doug says very cool. So that's rad. I appreciate that. It seems like Doug's are the only comments I can see today. But by the way, Doug, you have, I don't know if you can see it on YouTube, but you've got like a number 1 with a crown next to your name. Because you're number 1, apparently. That's awesome. All right, Jason, anything else before we wrap up with this song?
Nope.
Doug is saying peace, love, and light. Appreciate it, Doug. Yeah. Okay, this is a song I haven't done much. I wrote it actually when war began, or the genocide really began in Gaza a couple of years ago, or almost 3 years ago now. But it feels really important now as now Israel and the United States are bombing Iran. I'm sorry if there's anyone listening who is not from the U.S. on this live stream. Like, I'm so sorry. Like, I hate that our tax dollars are going towards the destruction and violence of schools and hospitals and places of worship even. Like, it's really wrong and really ridiculous. And so here is Find a Better Way. Find a better way, find a better way, find a better way than war. Find a better way, find a better way, find a better way than war. tribe, tongue, and nation. For worse or for better, we're in this together. All the children are ours forever. So find a better way, find a better way, find a better way than war. Find a better way, find a better way. This suffering we can't ignore. Find a better way, find a better way. Flourishing for every human born. Find a better way to keep us all safe. Find a better way than war. Find a better way, love instead of hate. Find a better way than war. Find a better way. Find a better way. Find a better way. Find a better way. Peace, love, shine your lights. We'll see you again very soon. Much love.